Hi, my name's Jen. Welcome to my channel, All of My Plants. Today we are continuing with the plant tours. I'm doing jungle cactus. I don't know if you'd consider all of them jungle cactus, but that's kind of where I lump them in my mind when I'm thinking about types of plants. I would consider every plant I'm about to show you jungle cactus. I treat them all like jungle cactus. The way I treat my jungle cactus is probably kind of like Hoya, maybe similar, like in care as far as the amount of light I would give them, the amount of water, the type of soil that I'm putting them in. So, yeah, let's go see them. Okay, this one here, sorry for the fan noise. This one here is a hurricane cactus. That's what it's called. Common name, I can't remember what it actually is. I'll have to put it on screen, so if you really want to know, check the screen for that. But it's called hurricane cactus because normally it has this like spiraled look to it, which a lot of mine does not currently, and a lot of it is skinny. And I think probably because it's just in a hall window. Now that window is south, sort of southwest-ish facing, but the light above it is just an LED kind of flat light in a dark hallway. But I really like this plant. I need to get it outside. I think it would be a lot happier there. I mean, it does have a lot of new growth. You can see these lighter green bits. Oops. Those are new. But I think we could get this much larger growth, and also maybe that spiraling back if I put it outside. So that's the goal, eventually. Also, I've never had any kind of pest pressure on this plant. I would think that maybe mealybugs and probably scale would be something to worry about. Maybe even thrips. Not sure. But it is a good plant, and I like it. It started out as like 1 or 2 pieces in there, and as I've dropped it and broken it, and you can see several places where I've broken it, I just kind of tucked them back in the top to fill it out so that it would be a fuller plant. And so far that's working out for me. Then this guy here, this is Rhipsalis. I think it's Pilocarpa. Once again, I just started with a handful of little cuttings in there, and as I've broken it, I've just been tucking them back in. These are probably from the original cuttings here, these longer ones, I'm not sure. But yeah, I really, really love Rhipsalis. All of them. Has new growth. You can see the little fuzzy ends there, and the lighter green ends. Sorry, the lighting's kind of weird. There's not much light out here today at all. It's very dark, actually. But anyway, Rhipsalis Pilocarpa, and I love it. Least concern. Does very well. Well, at least it's nice and cool in here today because it's overcast. This is some sort of Cissus. I never know the exact name, but it grows little leaves on it. It's very cute. It's an unusual plant, and I love it. It's kind of really taking off. I think this is the first time it's been outside in the greenhouse. So, yeah, you see it creeping back there into the painted lady. Or no, that's not the painted lady. The Paraiso Verde. But yeah, some more little leaves, and it grows these little viney bits there, these little arms, and it grabs everything. It grabs everything. So it'll grab the neighbors, it'll grab itself. It tries to climb. It really does. This one here behind this pole, that one there flowers and produces like a pink fruit. Kind of like dragon fruit. I don't know. But either way, it's really cute and I like it. Epiphyllum, I can't remember exactly which type. I'll have to put it on the screen. It's a pretty one. It's simple. It doesn't want much. It probably wants to be repotted right about now. But I like it. I have grown it from seed because the fruits have many seeds in them. So I have done that. slow growing. Not once they're established, but from seed they're kind of slow to take off. I don't know exactly what type of Rhipsalis this one is, but the newer growth is the hairy growth, and then it loses that as it matures, as the growth gets older, not really necessarily as the plant matures. Like you can see, we're pretty bare, more and more so. Oops, on the older bits of the stems. I don't know, but I really do like this one. It's much thicker than like the Rhipsalis pilocarpa. Like, I don't know if you can see how chunky these are, but they're much chunkier than a lot of my like pilocarpa and capilliformis, I think is another one. So I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. Just some sort of Rhipsalis that I really, really like. And this one here is kind of newer to me. I hauled it not very long ago. It's got lots of new growth though. You can see the lighter colored pieces on the tips of those. This is Rhipsalis cereoides. Pencil cactus, I think it's also called. So it's doing pretty good. Like, you can see little teeny new growth. I really do like it. It's an oddball. They look strange when they're small and they're kind of just sticking up all over the place, but I do like it. And then this one back here, also newer to me. This is bottle brush Rhipsalis, which I really like also. It's got lots of new growth as well. It's also Rhipsalis mesembranthomoides, which is a mouthful, but I do like it. Lots and lots of new growth going on there. I don't think it was really trailing like this when I got it, so I guess it's been growing more than I've realized. I don't know, but we're happy about it. We're happy. This is when I'm always like looking for mealybugs, because I think they'd get down in there and just have a party. So I'm always kind of worried about that. I don't know. Then this one here, it usually lives on the top of that stand back there. Who is this? This one is... Who is this? Rhipsalis. I'm gonna have to put it on the screen for this one. I think it might be like a pseudo Rhipsalis actually. Cannot remember. Romulosa, maybe? I don't know. I will look it up and try to figure it out. Sorry, I'm peeking at the back of that leaf there. We can see some white on it. Sometimes that's evidence of mealybugs. Not this time though, I don't think. I don't know, I might just give it a wipe down just in case. But that's really the only thing I've noticed on these is mealybugs and scale. Usually scale, even more so than mealybugs. It's just kind of a pain in the butt because you really have to pick it off and keep picking it off because it keeps coming back, repot the plant, you know, all the things. But that's new. That's new growth there that we're not really focusing on well. I repotted it and I thought, well, this pot looks a little bit big for it, and then it just kind of took off, so maybe it's not big for it. But I really like that one. That one up there, I believe that one is called Rhipsalis bicod, which I really haven't been able to find much information on, but apparently the wasps enjoy resting in it. It's got some new growth right there. This one does sun stress pretty nicely. I think this is one that recently I was picking scale off of too. I'm just looking to see if I see any new. You can see some scarring from it for sure. But yeah, I haven't been able to find any more information about this other than Rhipsalis bicod. And I'd really like to know more about it. You know, anything. But I haven't found much. I haven't looked in a while either. Also recently repotted this one because it was in a tinier pot and it just kept falling over. But we're doing better now. It's very happy. It just kind of hangs out up there like it's going to take over the world, and I hope it does. What, Olive? It started raining now. What? Sweet girl. And then this here, epiphyllum type of jungle cactus. This one does flower. I want to say it's a winter flower. It's like a Queen of the Night type. They're these really big white flowers, and it'll produce probably, I don't know, several all at the same time. It actually looks like it wants to flower now, which is kind of weird. You see these little protrusions. I could be wrong, maybe they're new growths. But yeah, I guess time will tell. I really like that one as well. Like I said, it blooms at night, and then like the next day they start closing up and dying off. They really don't last, but it's really pretty when it does flower. This is persistently bothering me. You're so sweet, what do you want? And then this guy here, which has scale, I think currently, fern leaf cactus. I'll have to look it up because I can't remember any more than that. I think I might have burnt that a little bit. Oops. Yeah, it does have scale currently. I keep picking it off there and spraying it and, you know, hoping for the best because I do really like this cactus. This is another one I got at Pepper's greenhouse. I just repotted it into, what is it, Costa Farms? I don't know, pot, because I like that they have the 360-degree swivel. So I reuse the pots. But anyway, this is not looking its best. It's not, I'm aware, but I think it'll be okay. I recently propagated it as well, just in case I can't get rid of the scale. I don't know, it's definitely got some issues. Worst comes to worst, I'll have to take it back inside and put it in systemic. I just don't like to, like a systemic pesticide. It's not my favorite thing to do, but scale can be pretty persistent from what I've found, so I don't know. But yeah, I do like it. Let's see, I feel like I have a lot more Rhipsalis and jungle cactus, and I'm just missing them somewhere. I think there might be a couple in the house because they're also being treated for scale. And then this guy here is the dogtail cactus, which I also love. It's got lots of new growth right now. Never had any pesty issues on this one either. Like, look at the new growth. It's ridiculous looking. It's larger up there. And it's not like it's not pokey. I don't really rub on it a whole lot, but I haven't had any problems with it. And I actually pick it up by the bottom of the pot rather than the hanger because I can't reach the hanger up there. But I've never had it poke me is what I'm saying. But I still don't rub on it because everything about this plant says, please don't touch me. So I usually don't, but I just wanted to make a note that it's not pokey. I haven't found any of the Rhipsalis to be pokey either. Although this isn't Rhipsalis, I'll have to put the name on the screen. I can't remember. Just dogtail cactus. Oh, I think it still has the tag on it up there. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, a Aporo cactus, flagelliformis. Sure, we'll go with that. But yeah. Highlight, I would say yes, it likes highlight. I don't know, I water it probably every 3 days or so out here right now, maybe a little less, but yeah, it's definitely been below 70 degrees. But I do really like it. I've had it probably about a year now. I haven't actually seen it flower or anything. I don't know if they do, but you know, we'll just let it grow. Just let it grow. Pretty cool in here today. 16.9 or 62.4. Not bad. I won't turn that heat on unless it gets below like 53. There's nothing out there, dude. Wink. Stop grumping. I guess we're mad about the rain, or that the neighbor's house exists. I'm not sure. Okay, and then this guy here, kind of trying to blend in with the walls. Rhipsalis agadoensis, which has scale. Not very badly. I did repot it. It is in systemic because I was just picking and picking and picking, and every day I'd find more. And there's just a lot of nooks and crannies and areas for scale to hide. So you can see some more scarring and damage there, but I may or may not have gotten them all. But anyway, we do have new growth now. I did repot it. Like, isn't that cute? So we're hoping that things are going to improve for this plant. But for now, it's here in the guest room, and it does not get to go outside for at least a few months. And we might be able to catch the tail end of the growing season out there. But yeah, we got to get rid of the scale. So, and then this one here, Rhipsalis. Oh, I think it's Micrantha, like bird's foot Rhipsalis. It would be the common name. Which we've lost a lot of our bird's feet. Either that or they've just grown out. It starts as like 3 that kind of stick out like this and then grow. Which I guess they've just grown out into, you know, much fuller pieces, much longer pieces. But while this one doesn't have scale, something is going on with it. It's very thin all the time. And I've repotted it, so, you know, I don't think that's the problem. There's a fair amount of plant material hanging down here, correct? Like, I mean, it's definitely a handful. But it all comes from this one main piece here, and you can see that does not look good. I really need to propagate the whole thing, but I just don't want to. Like, this here is broken. I don't know how that's surviving at all. I say broken, but it's got some major corking going on there. So yeah, the whole thing needs to be propagated, and I'm just putting it off. I'm just putting it off. And I don't know why, because Rhipsalis, I've found anyway, has been pretty easy to propagate for me. Like I said, I just kind of accidentally break it all the time and just stick it back in the pot. So, and it grows. Like, I'm not doing anything fancy or special to it. So why am I so hesitant to just chop this up and propagate it? I don't know. It's always the fear of failure, I suppose. But yeah, I love my Rhipsalis. Okay, so I think that was all of them. Not 100% sure. I feel like I'm missing some. I feel like there's so many more somewhere, but maybe not. Maybe not. Did I kill some? I might have killed some over the winter. I don't know. I can't find them if I still have more somewhere. I have no idea where I've put them if that's the case. But I think that was all of them. So I have some plant chores to do kind of in between, so we might actually do some of those next video, and then we'll get back to the tours. I've kind of had a lot going on in the last few days. I barely managed to hurry up and record this so that I can get it out, hopefully before it's too very late. I try to do at least one video a week. It doesn't always work that way, but I try. My little kitty has been unwell. He's got like kidney stones, or kidney grit. It's not full-on stones yet, but you know, we're kind of worried about it. So he's on a prescription diet, and he had to make an emergency appointment at the vet. Got him some steroids and some antibiotics. I think he'll be fine. It's my little black kitty, Knox. I woke up the other day, well, actually it was before that. I noticed him like squatting in my floor, and I was like, are you peeing in the floor right in front of me? That's kind of weird. So I went over to see what he's doing, because he's about that age. He's an intact male. He's about that age when he might start spraying, which I'm actually surprised that he hasn't yet. But anyway, I'm trying to put off neutering him as long as possible, because it does, for cats that are prone to urinary issues anyway, it does kind of narrow the urethra, or it can cause it in younger cats, so you should generally wait as long as possible to have them neutered, is my understanding. So I've been putting it off as long as I possibly can. I haven't noticed him spraying, he hasn't redecorated my walls, at a certain height, or, the smell, which you will not, it's really hard to get out. You won't miss it. You will not miss it. But anyway, all the nastiness, right? But, so, I was like, oh, are you starting to spray? Is it time to make that appointment? But no, he was just kind of squatting, but he wasn't producing anything. So that made sense as far as why he wasn't in the litter box, because cats that have a urinary problem will associate the litter box with pain or unpleasantness in general. So he was just kind of squatting all over the place, but there was nothing. It wasn't productive. So that was the first thing that tipped me off that something was wrong. And I was like, well, okay, we'll just wait and see how he's doing in the morning. By the morning, he was just kind of laying around and screaming. So, yeah, we had to get him into the vet pretty quick. He's okay. We don't think there's any permanent damage or anything. He's had, x-rays and all the things. But I'm worried about him still. So that's taken up a lot of my time the last few days. But anyway, I do have plant chores, so we'll probably do some of those. And then we'll jump back in. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, epipremnum or philodendron. Ooh, monstera. I have a few different kinds of monstera. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and come back and check me out again soon. Bye.